Okay, guys, so I'm up early, and which is unusual for me, being a night person. But anyways, I wanted to get up early and do some recording, and I'm using this guitar rig demo software here, and to try it out. And it's very, very cool shit. If you haven't tried it out, I highly suggest you do it. I'm going to take you through some of the shit this thing has. I recorded a backing track and a rhythm track, and I'm going to do some soloing afterwards. So, but anyways, I want to take you what this thing has. First of all, it's got a tape deck, so you can record your rhythm tracks, play it back, and then you can hit the record button, and you can basically solo over your rhythm track, right? It's got your different amps, and I've chosen this one already. And with the presets, it comes with certain presets. I'll show you the different ones. There's, let's say I'm going to choose a 94 rock solo. Double click on that. Okay. Depending on which depending on which preset you choose, and there's like a million presets in this thing, so you can spend literally hours just experimenting. It's got all kinds of sounds from your favorite bands. If you want to go for the ZZ Top thing, it's got the dual Billy Gibbons presets. You want to go for the AC/DC, it's got the Angus Young lead, so if you want to go for that sound. It's got pretty much anything you could want, depending on what type of sound you're trying to go for. And which is really, really cool, because it saves a whole lot of time. You may want to tweak it, of course, and like I say, I'm going to quickly scroll through some of these presets, because and it's got different styles of music too, like for country, you got your typical country sounds with the certain guitars like the Fenders, Telecasters, and Strats and stuff like that. It's got that type of sound. Your Foo Monkey, you want to go for that heavier sound. All kinds of shit, really. You really have to kind of scroll through here and play around with it, and try and dig out the type of sound you want to go for, or at least have it in your head so you know exactly what you want to try and program to go for that lead, or that heavy rhythm sound. And it's got your Eric Johnson, and like say your typical artist that you love, your guitar heroes. Got pretty much a little bit of everything in here. So again, just scroll down and play around with it. Try them all out, like say spend a few hours and try each one, because they're really, really cool. Okay. Excuse me. Now, if you don't want to use the presets, say you want to create your own sound, it's got a whole range of amplifiers to choose from. Okay. And you gotta kind of know your amps, or if you want to go for a particular sound. Otherwise, you have to kind of experiment. It's got your plexis, it's got your orange amps, and it's got your hot solos. It's got your tweed amps, your Fender typical amps, the vintage stuff. You can choose your cabs. If you want to choose a cab, just slide it in there. Okay, this one has a matched cab here, so, and you can go for whatever. You can match the cab to the amp. It's got your distortions, your delays. You can choose your delays, your distortions, your typical like tube screamer, your fuzz pedals, your heavier distortions, your old classic fuzz phase type sounds. Pretty much it's got a treble booster if you want to go for that extra high range gain. Your noise reduction, noise gates, tube compressors, got your various EQs, your filters, your crybaby wahs, different variety of different wahs to choose from. Modifiers, envelope filters, these pretty much you use in unison with your crybaby wahs, and then you can adjust the amount of wah that you want to use. And it takes a little experimentation to get the sound you're looking for, but play around with it, you get the hang of it pretty quick. Your different phasers, flangers, your Leslie rotator type sounds, your tremolos. If you want stereo sound, of course, you can just drag that in there as well, right? And this is how easy it is to use any of these things. You just click on it, hold the mouse button down, and drag it in there. Okay, drag it in there to wherever you want to place it. And it's got the stereo on here. Oh, sorry, that's on the crossovers. But on here, say you can click that. You can click subtle stereo, and a thicker synth type stereo sound. And there's a mix button here, so you just click the button down and drag it to get the exact type of mix of stereo or mono that you're looking for. Okay. What else? And if you want to, if you don't want to use that, you want to get rid of it, just right click and click cut, and it disappears. Okay. Very simple, basic shit. Your synthesizers, your octaviers, your pitch shifters. If you want to go octave above or octave below the notes that you're playing on the guitar, again, just drag it in there and away you go. And kind of experiment with it. This other stuff, the special effects like the beat master, beat slicer, stuff like that. Ring modulator I've used. They're pretty cool. And of course you got your crossovers down here, and your loop machines and stuff like that. Now if you find a preset, you create a custom preset that you like, and you want to save it, you just click the presets, and then you just save it, and it's that simple. Okay. And of course you have to remember when you start off, you want to get rid of that line noise from your guitar. So you just, scroll the noise gate up to where that line noise disappears, and you're pretty much good to go. It also has a tuning fork. If you want to tune your guitar, it's that simple. Okay. And here you could choose, preset tunings, how you want it. Okay. What else can this thing do that I haven't covered? I'm not sure. Yeah, I think I did cover the recording part. So you just click on here, you open your file, okay, and you select your file, and then you just, say you set up your cabs and your sound exactly the way you want, and you're ready. When you're ready to record an overdub, say a solo over a rhythm track, click the red button, you click this button, and then you're good to go. Okay, and then you just start soloing. And to save it, you just come down here, you hit the stop button, you hit the save button, and I haven't recorded anything, so it's not coming up, but you click the save button, and then you save to your document file or whatever you want. And that's pretty much it. So yeah, so I'll be working on this shit all day today, and trying to come up with some sounds, and this is how I do it. It's a lot simpler than choosing. See? Okay, so I'm exiting the demo here. It's a lot simpler than just choosing, you're buying all this stuff separately. It would cost you like a fortune. Uh, a good amp in itself will run you about $3,000 just for the head. Say you want a 100 watt Marshall head, you're looking around 2,500 to $3,000. And in a cabinet, you're looking around another $800. And that's just a half stack. And then you got your other effects to get into, all your pedals, and that could run into another $1,000 easy. And this thing is it's a really great investment. It's cheap. It sounds freaking awesome for home recording, and it can save you a whole pile of money and get you the same type of sound effects. Of course, I don't know if you can use it live or not. I probably wouldn't, but I mean, like, for home recording, if you're just an indie artist and you just look and record some singles or an album or something like that, it's awesome. I mean, it's time consuming, of course, because you have to program everything, but it's pretty much the same thing when you're doing it in the studio with live gear as well. You want to dial in that sound and stuff like that, and of course then the recording engineer is going to mix everything down and try and really tweak it and give it that pristine sound. But for the purposes of home recording and keeping everything on a fairly tight budget, this is the sounds that this gear creates is really freaking awesome. Okay, I've used it for some of my recordings just to play around with here, and it sounds really cool so far. So I would highly recommend investing in it. I think the actual gear is like to buy it is only like a couple $100 or $100 or something. I forget what it is, but anyways, I would hang on a second. I'll tell you what it costs exactly. Okay, so it's like $200 to buy the full version of this thing, and of course you need Windows 7 or Windows 8 or a Mac 10.8, 10.9, 10.10 to use it. It's got 3264-bit sound quality, and yeah, definitely look into it. It's well worth the investment. Anyways, that's pretty much it regarding the software here, and hope you check it out. Anyways, have a great day, and catch you later. Bye-bye.